The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Residents in coastal areas in Dingalan, Aurora have started evacuating ahead of Super Typhoon Kardig's landfall. The Dingalan LGU implemented preemptive evacuations in hazard-prone areas earlier today. Local officials also went to assist evacuations in Sitio Abungan, Barangay Ibona. The town has also suspended classes in all levels tomorrow. The Defense Department is unsure if the country can still get a refund from Russia following the scrapped helicopter procurement deal. Recall that former President Rodrigo Duterte struck a deal with Moscow to purchase helicopters for 12.9 billion pesos. However, the deal was aborted by President Bongbong Marcos in the wake of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. In a budget hearing, the DND admitted that it had already paid some 1.9 billion pesos in advance payment in January, a month before the war. The department said it would be difficult to process the refund since the supplier has already started the project. The department said it would try to get a refund through diplomatic means. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. More and more of China's youth are embracing the digital nomad life after disruptions from the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's watch this.
People need to do something in their life, but just not doing things for other people. They need to find something they like.
As the world moves on to living with COVID, China is still sticking to a COVID-0 policy that locks down streets and even whole cities to stamp out any flare-up of cases. This forces many to rethink the way they work and live.
I'm here in Dali, Yunnan province, which has long been known for being a backpacker's paradise. It's increasingly becoming popular for digital nomads, young people who are attracted to its laid-back lifestyle, low cost of living, and a community of like-minded people.
Daniel Ng became a digital nomad in 2019 and now runs a co-working space for those who wish to embrace this lifestyle.
Do you think this could be the future of work?
Well, I think so, because on the one hand, people are really sick of the company cultures in China. They have to work like really long hours and they don't really have a life. More startup companies, more tech companies, they embrace the idea of working remotely. If you're a startup in Shanghai or Beijing, they have to spend like 20, 30K per month to hire a programmer. But if you put the job remotely, you have to pay only 10 or 15. And so there will be more employees becoming a digital nomad.
I was tired of the life in Beijing, like the typical 9 to 7. And then I took a gap year in South America. After that, my friend told me that's a digital nomad lifestyle. So I was like, why not?
As the trend grows, it could potentially help reduce China's surging jobless rate among young people who can no longer rely on traditional employment with the slumping economy and tech giants firing workers.
Working online is already a very good solution for many young people. I make the same income as I made in Beijing, but I live in the countryside. I spend a lot less.
When people, they kind of retire from the first tier cities, they come back and they start to do something in their own town, which is like somewhere like Dali. It's very good for the local economies because more and more people come to live in this town.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The MTRCB is weighing discussions on their push to expand regulation to include streaming services. The agency said some parents have expressed concern over content in streaming apps like Netflix, which they think should be regulated. On the flip side, some groups believe that regulating these platforms could result to higher subscription fees. The Social Welfare Department has wrapped up its distribution of educational cash assistance. The department said over 500,000 indigent students were able to benefit from the program. Authorities have arrested the driver who ran over and abandoned an elderly street sweeper in Parañaque. The suspect, identified as Raymond Zaparain, is now in police custody a day after the hit-and-run incident. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 12 noon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.